YouTube, what's good? Hey, welcome to Creative Minds. My name is Leo, and I just want to thank you for coming on and listening to some of the information I'm going to put out. Hey, look, I'm going to talk real quick about the path or your path. Many of us get on the path and we think that we're in control of the path, but that's not so. Let me explain. I'll explain it through my journey. In my journey, I'm a retired Army veteran, gave it 27 years, and I loved every second of it. And right when I retired, I was married at the time, and I started looking at all these different jobs that I was doing. I went to the oil field for a while. I did a lot of odd jobs, didn't last no time. But many of the jobs I did, it didn't resonate with me. It was like I didn't like it. My intuition was kicking in. I left jobs sitting right in the parking lot, knowing that this is part of my path, that I was on the right path, but those things I was bringing in, I'm like, no, doesn't resonate with me. So as I continued on in my journey, this little thing kept hitting me like, hey, there's more to life than what I'm living. It was just this thing just kept egging me. And some of you may see this, some of you may feel it, it may come to you through signs or whatever, but this thing just kept hitting me. There's more to life than what I was living. So as the ending towards my marriage started happening, I would get more things that would come to me that was like, okay, I'm starting to gravitate towards motivational videos. It's like, man, look, I'm a guy in the military. If I ain't got to go out there and run 3, 4, 5 miles, I'm not gonna make myself. But me working hard at being a self-motivator, now I got motivational videos coming into my life. Now this is like that extra spark. I'm like, man, this is what I need. Part of my path, but not seeing it back then. When you, let's say like this, when God, the universe, or whatever starts happening, and it's like, it's time for you to go on your path, then that separation start happening, and it's a painful separation. My divorce, my last divorce, I was married twice, was very painful. When it is time for you to go on path, when it is time for you to awaken or to start seeing what it is that you have never seen before, when those separations start happening, it's very painful. I will not lie. Very, very, very painful. But again, diamonds are made through pressure. Metals is made in fire. So back then, I didn't realize it. A lot of pain, but I was on path. It was time for me to awaken to my purpose and my path. As time went on, I started looking at different jobs that I was doing, right? But those jobs didn't resonate. And quick story, I would walk around my house because when I got on path, manifestations start coming in. I never bought a house. I was always living in apartments or living with women. When I went on my path, I elected. I did not want to be a guy back out in those streets. My manifestations start coming through. I bought my first house. And folks, don't put a timeline on when you should buy a house or a car. When you're on the path, there's no timeline. When the house came, I was still confined to that house, meaning I was being separated from everything else so that I could start getting these visions, so I could start getting these downloads or what the divine messages were. I'll never forget, I was walking around the house and I was always talking to myself, I'll talk to myself in my vehicles, I'll talk to myself everywhere. And one of my spiritual sisters who reeled me in when I was first getting on path and teaching me about crystals, EFT, which is the emotional tapping and all. I mean, it was teaching me everything, but it just wasn't resonating. I would walk around the house talking all day long. Then one day I just reached out and said, you know what, I made about 15 YouTube videos walking throughout this house talking to myself. And she was like, why don't you just videotape yourself? But that fear thing, the thing that blocks us all from taking those first steps, I was like, no, I ain't gonna do it. Till one day I'm sitting in the house and my phone is just like right there. And something in my phone was like, just talk to your phone. And I'm sitting looking at my phone about 5+ minutes, not even trying to pick it up. I didn't even want to check messages, but I picked that phone up that day. And I videoed myself talking, walking throughout the house, 10 minutes. And I sent it to a few of my friends. And my spiritual sister, she was like, Leo, you could have made 5 videos off of that one video. And it was that point that I was motivated. That was the point that I went videotape myself again and really start crunching in the numbers of how long it was. It started my TikTok journey videos. So I started making videos on TikTok. Now, you know what? I can do this. I've been making videos on TikTok since January of 2023. And I'm still making TikTok videos to this day. But I knew I was on path because I'm like, man, these are just flowing easy. I'm going off the top of the dome, no script, none of that, just like I do my YouTube videos right now. And it was something in that I still did not know I was on path of this. But as each day will go on through my journey, I'm getting these messages. I'm looking at different things that come to you. Because when you're on the path, you will start getting a lot of different information. If you pray to God, God is sending you a message. You pray to the universe is sending you a message. Whatever it comes, you're getting those messages through people, through TV, through whatever situation may be. But you're going to get these messages, these possibilities. And I start getting a lot of this stuff, a lot of ideas, a lot of motivational ideas. And just this past year, I said, you know what, I'm going to start my YouTube channel. And that's what I'm doing now. But I know also that I'm being guided to do motivational speaking. People might say, well, man, how do you do that? Look hard. I'm an old first sergeant. I can talk in front of anybody, and I can talk for a good minute. So I'm like, as an old first sergeant and an old master sergeant in the United States Army, yeah, you're going to know how to talk in front of a crowd of people to get your point across, but you also going to know how to motivate people. You're going to know how to get them up and get them moving. Too easy. Did it for 20 plus years in the military. I can do this. That brought on that drive to say, you know what, if that they can do it, and I see a lot of motivational speakers, and a lot of motivational speakers, they went through some things. Now they share their story. They just became very proficient, very good through time, through failures, through the whole nine at being motivational speakers. I'm like, man, you know what, I can do that. And right now, I'm living that life. I'm on path because it flows easily. When you're on path, everything you're going to do will flow easy. It will not be difficult. You'll be inspired to do it. You won't look at like, all right, how many likes I got today? For me personally, when I look at TikTok, is who I can answer back to, who I can reply to. Sometimes those replies are those people that come back to me saying, thank you. I'm glad you said that. Thank you. I needed that today. That's the motivation. The motivation behind the TikTok video, the motivation behind sending it to Facebook, or the motivation to do a YouTube channel is how many people can I inspire? I live to inspire. I know by me doing this, I'm on path because it flows freely and easy. Now, if you try to go against the path, if you try to say, you know what, I'm going to control this, or I'm going to make this about money, folks, you're destined for doom when you do that. When you're on path, you won't think about the money. You're going to think about who can I inspire? Who can I help? Right? The money going to come. Don't even worry about the money. Don't worry about the likes. It's a timed event. You got from now to who knows when, but as long as you're passionate about it, you know, one day somebody say, hey, look, you know, we'd like to book you to be a motivational speaker at XYZ, and we want to pay you $50. And somebody might say, oh, that's chump change. But guess what? Chump change today can be 50,000, if not 50 million down the line. The thing about it is when you are honing your craft, when you keep getting the information from the higher powers, like this is your destiny, this is what you are destined to do, you're not thinking about the money. You're thinking about who can I inspire today? Who can I help out? Who can I uplift? Because your greatest reward is that person coming back to you saying, you know what, thank you. I heard what you said, and that meant the world to me. Hey, look, I just want to throw that at you. When you get on the path, when you stumble upon your path, because many of us, we don't know what our path is until it's there. Some of us get it sooner, some of us get it later. But when you get on the path, your purpose, what you are destined to be, destined to do, what the divine has for you, you'll have a love for it. It'll flow freely. Hey, look, just want to thank you again for chiming into my channel, Creative Minds. Hey, look, If you like it, click like. You want to share it, go ahead and share it. Leave a comment. Leave your comments to help me get better. Leave comments for me to help me get better at this so that I can reach more people out the world, so that I can use my gift of inspiring people. Through your help, we can do this as a collective group. Hey, look, thank you again. My name is Leo, and welcome to my channel, Creative Minds. Thank you.